Hi, and welcome to Wrong Way. And the Nosfet Aero has a bigger brother now, the Nosfet Aeon. So, let me tell you more about it. Wait. Oh, it's very good at it, actually. To just think a little bit about my future, thinking, contemplating what to do.
Just saying words which are on my mind.
Wait, no. All right. Easy.
This song
Whoa!
is my musical expression because I wrote it with my friends. I will keep singing it forever because it's my musical expression.
What? No. No.
Just sing what comes next into my mind. I'm searching for it all.
你好. High five.
A portion of this video is sponsored by Nosfet, so huge thanks to bringing me over to China. And if you want to get a new Aeon or Apex or Aero wheel by Nosfet, then feel free to check out my link tree and also use my coupon code WRONGWAY for additional discounts.
Alright, so right now we are in Guangzhou in China, and I have the privilege and excitement to show you the brand new wheel by Nosfet, the Aeon. As you can see, the Aeon is very much inspired by the Aero, but now we get more battery, a bigger tire, and some other features that I need to tell you about. So we still have suspension here by Refluxa, but here we have 70 millimeters of travel, and here we do have 90 millimeters of travel. So a bit more comfort, a bit more cushioning, a bit better for off-road situations. The trolley handle is very much the similar design with ergonomic sides here on, the side, but because the wheel is a bit taller, the trolley handle is now slightly taller as well. So for all of you taller folk, apologies. Let's cut that out.
How about new?
So for all of you taller folk, this wheel will be a lot more comfortable to just push around. Sadly, still not locking on the top. It is a friction-based mechanism, so you need to get used to it, but it is locking on the bottom and keeps your legs very comfy here on the side.
So comfy.
It also doubles as a sort of lift handle. So 28 kilograms, heavier than the Aero, but still very manageable. But the similarities don't end there. We still have a very comfortable kickstand here in the back. We still have a screen that we are very familiar with, inspired by Leaperkim, I guess, with all of your necessary parameters, speed, battery level, power draw, odometer. There's plenty of features here. And now there's also an iOS app. So for all of you Apple users, you can also set the parameters of your wheel in your phone. We still have the front light with a daytime running light. And if you just turn it on here, you have 3 modes to ride around comfortably and not blind others, because this light, it has a cutoff beam, as you can see here. In the back, we have a tail light, very similar or the same as on the Aero, and you have several modes to choose from. Now we also have a singular charge port here in the back. It is slightly recessed, so I think it'll be not that comfortable to put it in, but once you get the trolley handle up, it should be better. 5-pin connector, which indicates the voltage of this wheel, 150 volt. Take it as half of the battery that is on the links, so 1,300 watt hours. I would guess that the range here is anywhere around 60, 70 kilometers. That is something that I would still need to do. But the performance, yeah, it still kicks ass. When it comes to charging, you do get a 5 amp charger in the box with this wheel, so very quick charging. Out of the box, 2 to 3 hours for a full charge. So you don't really need to buy a fast charger as much if you want to travel a bit more with this wheel around the city. But now let's talk about the differences, shall we? And the biggest difference right away are the pedals. So we don't have the sort of single size pedals anymore like we have on the Aero, with like studs that I found to be a bit more on the dull side. Now we have a pedal which is sort of this main structure here out of metal. And this will be also open source, so you'll be able to actually design your sort of inserts which go around the metal here. So in the box you'll get 2 sizes of these overlays, which have which are made out of nylon, and they have quite grippy actually friction here. So I think the pedals are definitely an upgrade compared to the Aero. And if you would crash, most of the time, like just the edges of the pedals or the pedals would break. So now it's very easy to just change the outer side, and then you can keep the inner side, which most of the time is intact. It's a pretty nifty and innovative design, I have to say. Now the next very obvious difference is the motor size and the wheel size. Now the Aero had a 10-inch rim, and the Aeon has a 12-inch rim. So this is the rim size you get on a Patton, V14, etc., etc. It's a very light motor, it's a very torquey motor, and the tire size that you will get here with, for example, this off-road tire is around 18 inches, as Kuji would say. For me, it's a 17-inch tire. Jack would tell you it's a 16-inch tire. Whatever. What matters is the rim diameter, and then you can equip it with a off-road tire like this one, which is what, TNT, is it? Super grippy, very nice, or a street tire. And there's also a hybrid tire available for this wheel if your ride consists mostly of street riding around the city. It is maybe not as extremely nimble, as agile as the Aero, but I think for like most cases in the city, this will feel just a little bit more comfortable, a bit more planted, a bit more stable. However, the pedals are quite high off the ground, so I still need to get used to wheel, get used to the balance, try some different tires, different pressures, because
with the high foot plates, it's not that easy to get into balance initially when you start riding on the wheel. But with time, it gets better and better, and you won't scrape the pedals when turning.
it will be all right for off-roading, but it's not like a crazy off-roader, like a, Nosfet Apex. However, you will be able to, go around the city, do your grocery runs, use the trolley handle, and just do your stuff, but occasionally you can have some fun off-road as well. All right, so for about $350 more, why does the Aeon even exist? Why did Nosfet decide to make a wheel that is just, slightly bigger, slightly more battery, slightly more range? Well, the Aeon, first of all, is slightly faster. So if you feel like you are pushing the limits on the Aero, the Aeon will just keep you satisfied for a bit longer. On this wheel, like the top speed is around 55. I usually just go 40, 45 on it. I like to have a big safety margin and just feel comfortable on the wheel. On this one, you should be able to push it up to 65 on a full charge, which means that, going 50, 55 should be a lot more comfortable, especially also because the wheel diameter is much bigger on it. So the gyro effect will be bigger as well. You'll have slightly more range, which means that you will be able to go somewhere and go back, well, further than on the Aero. It is also that, for some people it's better to have a smaller wheel. You're a lighter rider, you want to have the lighter wheel at 23 kilos. But for some riders, you need more range. You feel a bit more comfortable because you're taller, heavier on a bigger wheel. And the Aeon delivers that still with the, exceptionally good Nosfet quality. So it is a slight improvement, but now you have a choice. Well, do I want to have a bit more weight, a bit more range, a bit more performance, or do I want to have the absolutely nimble pocket rocket that is a bit easier to fit into your car? Well, you can decide. I will still need to spend some time to, feel out the Aeon a bit more, but I do like it. I do like that it's not a complete sort of revamp and totally different wheel, but it sort of builds upon the Aero, and both of these wheels can coexist, and you can just choose what is the better fit for you. So if you're still here, leave a like on the video, subscribe to see more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video. See you soon.